Ever dreamt about making Prairie Village, Kansas your home? Well, buckle up because I have some insightful information about the pros and cons of Prairie Village, Kansas. Hi, I'm Maura Coleman. I'm your real estate expert today. And make sure you stick around because I have a really great bonus at the end. We're starting with the great schools that are in Prairie Village. Our district is Shawnee Mission School District. So all of our kids, if you're part of the public school system, go to Shawnee Mission School District. And our high school feeder is Shawnee Mission East, which is extremely well known for its AP and IB programs. It has an incredibly high graduation rate and a college entrance rate as well. It's a very, very top-notch kind of college prep high school, and it often comes in the top, probably I think 5 in the state and the region. So Shawnee Mission School Districts is wonderful. Shawnee Mission East is fantastic. We have several elementary schools as well that feed into East, and Prairie Elementary, Briarwood Elementary, and Belinda Elementary are 3 of the elementary schools that are in this area. Our district is large, but we still have walkable elementary schools. So many of the children that live in Prairie Village are able to walk their elementary school. Indian Hills is the middle school, and there are several private schools that are really great as well. Highland Montessori School, St. Anne's Catholic School, and I think there is the Kansas City Christian School is in the Prairie Village feeding area as well. So there are lots of great high-level educational opportunities for families. Another pro in Prairie Village is the safe neighborhood. We really take care of each other around here. Obviously, I live in Prairie Village, so I've lived here for over 20 years. And in both of the neighborhoods that I've lived, our neighbors are really watching out for each other. And that means they're really keeping an eye out for things that might go wrong. We have very low crime. It's very safe. We're able to walk our dogs and hang out in the evening and not feel uncomfortable. And we do know that our neighbors are watching out for us. And if we go out of town, our neighbors know. They know that we're out of town. They're keeping an eye on the house, and things are really safe. And it's a very comfortable, safe place to live and raise your kids. Another plus with Prairie Village are the parks and rec. We have a lot of really great open land and space and parks. So there's quite a few, I can't even name them off, but almost all of them have some great playground equipment for the kids, lots of open and free tennis court in quite a few of the parks, and some great little walking trails. And again, we have many of our streets have sidewalks, and pretty much anywhere you move in Prairie Village, you're close enough to walk to a park or even a school park and play on the school playground after hours with maybe the dog. You try not to get caught by the dog catcher. Harmon Park is the biggest park, and it's the one that has our Prairie Village pool. So we have a really gigantic city pool that is wonderfully accessible and really a great place to cool off when it's super, super hot in the summer. It also has a playground, tennis courts there as well. They do host some really great events. One of the things that I've loved about the Harmon Park, they do have quite a nice Frisbee golf course, and I think it might be 18 holes. It's at least 9, and it's really beautifully put together with great trees and some shade. We've also redone the skate park, and so that's another great thing for families and folks that are into skateboarding. It's a really lovely facility there as well. And there's basketball courts. There's all kinds of places to go and be outside, walk the dog, enjoy your friends and family. Prairie Village. Prairie Village is on the Kansas side of the Kansas City Metro. We are about state line. Actually, Prairie Village butts up right next to state line. So we go all the way up to state line. And so we're very close, about 10 minutes from the plaza, shops and entertainment, probably about 20 minutes from Midtown, and about 25 minutes to downtown. So we're really close to the Metro. There's lots of opportunities to go to events and enjoy art. And we really feel like we're close to the city here. We are also very close to Overland Park and Leawood. So, if you needed to commute south to work, it's a great location. If you're working downtown, it's really easy to get to. So our location is primo, and that's really part of the draw for many people to come to Prairie Village, because you do feel you are in the suburbs, you're safe, you've got that small town kind of feeling about it, but you're really close to either working down in the South Johnson County, or if you work downtown, it's really easy commute. The number one pro for Prairie Village, I think, is really the community feel. It does kind of feel like a small town. You are able to walk down to, depending on where you live, but Many people are able to walk to the Prairie Village shops, which are just right down the street from us and have pretty much anything you might need to do or eat, or, they've got the great hardware store, lots of restaurants, lots of places to take classes. They've got the in-house grocery store. It just feels like a small town. The Corinth shops are just a little bit farther to the south, and again, walkable to many Prairie Village residents, and it's just a really great community feel here. Some of the community activities that we look forward to are the art fair, or I think they call it the art show, down in the Prairie Village shops. That's every end of May, beginning of June, and usually we do our neighborhood garage sale around that time as well, because we have extra people coming and parking on the streets and checking things out for the art fair. So we do the neighborhood garage sales then too, and it's a really great opportunity to see some local and some really national art. It's a really wonderful show. We also have the Prairie Village Jazz Festival. Kansas City is really well known for our jazz, and we have lots of local talent that come, and we do have some international headliners. So the Prairie Village Jazz Festival happens at Porter Park, back by the pool. It is I think it's only $5 for entry. It happens in September, and we've had some really beautiful evenings. They have food trucks. You can get wine and beer and just sit out on the lawn and really enjoy some night with your neighbors and community and listen to some really great jazz. Okay, now I'm going to give you a few cons about living in Prairie Village. The first one is the cost of living. While the cost of living in Kansas City overall is really fantastic, Prairie Village may be considered a little bit high per square footage if you're looking at compared to some other suburbs of Kansas City. And a lot of that is really because of some of the pros that I mentioned and the closeness in proximity to Kansas City. So it is a little bit higher priced. You might not get as much per square foot as you would if you were looking in Shawnee and Kansas or Overland Park. And some people do notice that when you're looking in Prairie Village. Another con for Prairie Village is the lack of diversity. This is an issue that I think Kansas City has struggled with for many, many years. And it's something that is difficult to kind of approach and really deal with, but you will notice that Prairie Village, it has a lack of diversity, and we noticed that when our children were at Shawnee Mission East. It is a bummer what it is, I guess. The good part of that is we are we're so close to Kansas City, and we're able to immerse ourselves in other good cultural events and other areas, but Prairie Village, it does have a little bit a lack of diversity. Prairie Village really doesn't have a whole lot of nightlife. This is pretty much a residential area. There's nothing to do in the evening unless you're out walking your dog past 9. But the good news is you're really close to Kansas City. You're very close to the plaza, all kinds of great things to go do and see and play and enjoy. And you're just a Uber ride away if you wanted to take a couple drinks. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg because you're pretty close. So we don't have much happening here after 9 p.m. But again, you're really close to the good stuff. Like all the rest of the Midwest, we have crazy weather in Prairie Village, and it is extreme. It is bitter, bitter cold in the winter, and it is sticky, sticky hot with bugs in the summer. So you just can't escape that. But, the spring, fall is fabulous, and there's pretty much only several weeks of the year where you just don't want to be outside. But, it's a trade-off to have the good Midwestern nice that we find here. And I think the final con for Prairie Village is actually just the change in the growth that we're seeing. As you drive down the streets, you will notice that there are small little mid-century post-World War II homes, maybe a small little 2-bedroom, 1-bath, where it used to be, or it's been torn down, or it's in the process of being torn down. And in its place are $1 million homes that are brand new, and some of them might not fit in the neighborhood quite the way you would expect. So we are seeing a lot of growth here, and while people are wanting to live in this neighborhood, in this community so badly because of its location and its nice neighborly feel and just all the wonderful parts about Prairie Village, it is hard to see some of these older homes get torn down and these big homes being built. But they are beautiful, and they have all the modern gorgeousness that any brand new home would have. And but it's just an interesting change to see. And it is hard when you see growth like that. It's difficult sometimes with all the trucks and the builders and the things that go into building a nice big home on a very small lot on a street that you can't really put more than 1 or 2 cars on at a time. So that's kind of a con in my book, trying to deal with that in Prairie Village. I promised a bonus tip earlier, and this is it. The housing market in Prairie Village is bonkers. It has just grown and grown and grown since last year. It has gone up 4.1%, which is pretty amazing. I looked up on the MLS just a few minutes ago. The homes that are for sale here, they range from about $275,000 to $2 million. Again, we're dealing with small 2-bedroom, 1-bath, homes that were built in the 50s and some in the 40s, and then some brand new, gorgeous, just top of the line new builds in the same neighborhood, maybe right next door to each other. So the things are moving very fast. Homes that are ready to go and beautifully decorated and nicely taken care of are lasting on the market for less than 3 days typically. We're seeing multiple offers again. We're seeing just a very competitive seller's market in Prairie Village. And I honestly, it's been this way for years and years and years. I remember when we bought our house, both homes that we've lived in Prairie Village, it was that way, and that goes back about 20 years. So it's one of those markets that holds its own, and it is a competitive one. Prairie Village, Kansas is a really great place to live. We have fantastic education and really great schools. It's such a tight-knit community, very close to Kansas City and all the fun things that Kansas City has to offer. But keep in mind, we do have kind of some crazy weather still. It's not terribly diverse, and the changes that are happening here can sometimes be just a little bit annoying. But overall, Prairie Village is a great place to live. We've loved living here and raising our family, and have some lifelong friends that I know. Well, we're not planning to go anywhere, so they're still our friends and our neighbors. If you found value in this video and like to see some more videos, please click on the boxes on the screen. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to reach me, all of my links are below. I'd love you to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Maura Coleman. I'm your Kansas City real estate specialist. I would love to help you in your search to find a new home in Kansas City. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.